All right. Welcome back to the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host here, Eric Rodriguez, every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time, on the GSMC Sports Network to talk about the best thing in the world, professional wrestling. Just kind of reflect on what we talked about right quick. We recently talked about our WWE Monday Night, Friday Night SmackDown review. It's pretty juicy. I got to be honest. It was pretty awesome. So let's go and move on to our next segment, our WWE Monday Night Raw preview. But before we do any of that, I want to remind you guys to use this super chat, the tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. Honestly, 1,010%, guys. We love hearing from you guys. If you have a burning question, or also if you have a hot take, hot opinion about professional wrestling, make sure you hit it up in the chat. It's going to be super awesome. If it's something you're dying to share, put it on just let me know. Your comment will be read on air in front of millions of people. The show is all about keeping the conversation lively and making sure your voice is part of the mix. So don't be shy. Make sure you drop your thoughts in the chat, 1,010%. And if you really want to make sure your comment or question gets noticed, why not use the super chat? Just hit the $sign below the chat box. Send in your message, and it's guaranteed to get featured on the show. Plus, it's a great way to support our channel. Your super chats, your super stickers, make sure it makes you super awesome. Definitely helps us keep the lights on, bringing you the hottest wrestling content in the sports entertainment industry. We are so grateful for each and every one of you who joins in every night, weekly, monthly, all the shows around here. Your support makes a hell of a lot of difference, guys. We can't do this without you. 1,010%. We need you guys to keep this show, to keep this network going, keep the flow going. So let's keep the conversation going. Send in those super chats, and together we'll make sure this show is better than ever. And if super chat's not your thing, you can always hit up the tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Give me your opinions. Obviously, whatever you guys can. Most importantly, just want to hear you guys' opinions. 1,010%. It makes the show a hell of a lot better with a lot of audience engagement. So yeah, make sure you hit up that super chat. All right, so we're going to talk about some WWE Monday Night Raw. I'm excited. WWE has I feel like has kind of been, with when Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, I was a little skeptical about it. I was like, all right, so what's going to happen with the bloodline? What's going to happen with Roman Reigns? And it's does Cody have enough name, image, and likeness? Does he have this, the spot nanny? Does he have what it takes to hold the brand like Roman Reigns did, as a heel? There's still high speculation saying that Cody Rhodes is, he's a boring champion. And, I don't agree with that. But I can also see partially where they are kind of coming from. You know what I mean? Not a lot of times, I haven't really seen a great babyface championship run. A really, really great, when it wasn't forced upon. I know when Seth Rollins was champion, that was big. When Drew McIntyre, during the COVID pandemic, he was a great babyface. I got to be honest. And then, kind of going further back on that, think about John Cena. It was pretty great when John Cena was, champion, when he was never, ever going to turn heel. Although around every corner, around every twist and turn, people thought it was going to be the day that John Cena comes back, come back as a heel. But, never really happened. But all in all, I thought it was pretty cool. So first, we're going to start off with today. Last Monday Night Raw, you saw Odyssey Jones making an impact to help out the New Day. The Powerhouse is going to be at Raw tonight in Texas. So let's see, what happens with this guy. So tonight, we're also going to see, more of this promoting between Randy Orton and Gunther for this championship match at the Bash at Berlin. I couldn't have thought of a better opponent to face Gunther than Randy Orton. I know Damian Priest, he deserves a title shot. He gets his rematch clause. I think that's going to happen on a later date, maybe on Survivor Series could possibly be it. But I think there's going to be WWE Bad Blood, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely think that's going to be right around the corner. Rhea Ripley's going to kick off the show, so we're going to find out the direction she's currently heading in. I doubt it'll happen. Obviously, fan speculation and fan rumors, conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theory alert, conspiracy theory alert. If Charlotte Flair comes back, and I've been talking about this, I talked about this, I think on Thursday show. I'm not too sure, but Rhea Ripley against Liv Morgan, it's not going to happen. It's she blew it twice. She has to start from the bottom again. And who first to challenge her than the girl who she took her title from, her first ever title run. Rhea did from Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is going to come back more motivated and pissed off as ever to be the face of the WWE again, and live and let WWE Monday Night Raw. Like I said, Raw is heading toward Netflix, so Netflix wants the big guns. They're gonna want the big guns. They're gonna love Charlotte Flair. I don't know if the Charlotte Flair will ever kind of make it up to that. If Charlotte Flair debuts on Monday Night Raw, automatically she's the top superstar. And like you got to think about it. Like, of course you have the new and improved Sonya Deville. Oh, cool. You have the rising star of Lyra Valkyria. Definitely believe in her. 1,010%. You have Liv Morgan, who, she's a promo machine. She's not really a champion. And then you also have Rhea Ripley. Having her fight Rhea Ripley, the new feud heading into this Netflix generation, I think that'd be pretty great. I think that'd be pretty great, 1,010%. So obviously those are my speculations. That's what I would do. If Charlotte Flair was on board to work with Rhea, I would, in a heartbeat, as a WWE, creative, be like, all right, we're putting her against Rhea Ripley because these two girls, when they're in the ring together, it's magic. They're two of the top performing women's wrestlers, I'm going to say it, of all time. Rhea Ripley, she is a little, she might be a little new at it. Like she's, instant success though. No one's better than Rhea inside the ropes. Even when she's fighting somebody like Liv Morgan, she still finds a way to make Liv look good. And and I'm not the biggest Liv Morgan lover, but I'm not a hater, not a hater. But that seems kind of hard to do. You know what I mean? And also you have big time Bex lurking in the wings. But then again, you have Seth off with an injury. So I don't think she's going to come back anytime soon as well. But it'd be interesting to see her make a comeback. That'd be pretty cool. We're also going to see Carlito take on Damian Priest tonight. That should be just a whomping by Damian Priest on Carlito. But Carlito's, this is going to be a huge statement for the Judgment Day, making sure that Damian Priest knows that he is out. He is not their ally. He's gonna be made an example of tonight. Like, I'm not sure actually what matches do we have here. Oh no, we have the Bron Breakker. I was gonna say maybe this could be the main event. Raw ends tonight with Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, Carlitos, JD McDonough standing tall over the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest. Could possibly be that way and be like, man, Damian needs some help. A lot of, people think that Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest are going to try to find a new Judgment Day. I can get why people would think that. And I'm not saying that wouldn't be the crappiest storyline, especially heading toward, War Games. I think that'd be pretty cool to see. I would love to see that in War Games. But I don't know. It should be pretty interesting. Next, we have the American Made taking on Alpha Academy. Obviously, you saw Chad Gable, become, friends with the Creed brothers. They were pretty good last week on Raw against the Wyatt Six. I got to be honest. I got to throw some flowers there where it deserves. Right now, you kind of have Otis and Tozawa. I feel like this could have been, better if Chad Gable would have become, obviously him turning heel was big. It's good. It's like one of those things where, it could be really bad or it could be really good. Right now, I feel like it's in the middle because him as a babyface, he could have won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Then you could have had somebody like Otis and Tozawa, kind of be in your back. But it's the personality, it's the aura that surrounds the Alpha Academy. It's just, it's a little silly, not really anything to be taken seriously. So maybe that's the reason why they kind of put Chad in the direction. And, eventually you're probably going to see the Alpha Academy. I think they'd be huge on NXT. I think them going, not, I know saying going down means like, oh yeah, going to NXT would be pretty cool because right now you need Axiom and Nathan Frazier to have more, another competitor to take on heading toward No Mercy. So this could be possibly a way for them to kind of go down there. And Maxine Dupree, I've only seen her in a couple matches, but imagine if she comes out, with this new persona, be like, oh, I've been, training with Otis and Akira Tozawa and Ivy Nile, and then like she challenges Roxanne Perez for the WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight Championship. That could possibly be a way to kind of get her to kind of be relevant in terms of professional wrestling. Next, we have Kairi Sane and Io Sky taking on Zoey Stark and Shayna Baszler, number one contenders match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. You know, I it it's terrible that Dakota Kai went down. I definitely think 1,010% she was. I think WWE was heading for Damage Control to be kind of not turn babyface, but just turn into a different direction. Because right now people are just, I'm tired of seeing the same damage, especially without Bailey. It's not the same. Bailey was kind of like, although she was the most annoying, she was kind of like the reason why people watch Damage Control, if that makes sense. I'm not saying any of these other superstars are not talented. Kairi Sane, amazing. Io Sky, amazing. Dakota Kai, amazing. And, when Asuka comes back, this could be, but I want to see Asuka and, I want to see her go back to singles wrestlers. You know what I mean? So without a doubt, I think Zoey Stark and Shayna Baszler wins this match. I think them having the WWE Women's World Championships would be great, in my opinion. So, and then finally we have the main event. We have Bron Breakker taking on Sami Zayn in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. That it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Love the 2 out of 3 falls. I used to love the 3 stages of like of hell match, which was pretty dope. I got to be honest. But yeah, tonight we have WWE Monday Night Raw taking on in Texas. So make sure you tune into that. It's gonna be awesome. Make your picks right now. Let me know in the chat who you think's going to win, Bron Breakker or Sami Zayn. All right, guys. Well, hey, do not go anywhere. We're gonna jump on into our third segment. We're gonna dissect that the ending of WWE SmackDown, Roman Reigns taking out the Bloodline, and what any possible story implications, rivalries renewed, or just new rivalries. So we're gonna talk about that. So grab your favorite snack or grab your favorite cold beverage and join me in about maybe like 25 seconds.